Did we just visit a 3000-year-old World Heritage Site?
Ellerikku Vanakkam. Today, I, Maisha, is going to take you to an exciting journey all the way to the heart of Tamil Nadu, Thanjavur. In the month of May, when we were all relieved of our exams, me and my dance group decided to go from Mumbai to all the way Tamil Nadu for a dance festival which was almost about 300 years old.
On the way to Melatur, we decided to stop by one of the most iconic landmarks of Tamil Nadu, the Brihadishwara temple. The word Brihadishwara comes from Sanskrit. Brihat means great, mighty, and Ishvara means the Lord. So together, Brihadishwara means the great Lord Shiva. The Brihadishwara temple stands right in the heart of Thanjavur. It was built thousands of years ago by the great king Rajaraja Chola. The Brihadishwara temple stands on land that was once deeply connected to Buddhist culture. Long before the Cholas built this grand Shiva temple, this region had several Buddhist monasteries and learning centers. If you look closely at the carvings on the temple, you can actually find images of Lord Buddha sculpted among the figures.
What's truly beautiful that even though Rajaraja Chola was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, he showed respect and inclusivity towards other faiths, showcasing mutual respect and acceptance of that time.
The temple was built using about 130,000 tons of granite. And here's the crazy part, there are no granite quarries anywhere near Thanjavur. Historians think that the stones were brought from 60 kilometers away, probably by carts and elephants. Just imagine the effort it took to move all that stone in 11th century. The main tower, called the Vimana, rises about 66 meters high. That's taller than a 20-story building. It was built without modern mechanics, just pure engineering geniuses of the Chola kingdom. Right on top of the Vimana sits a huge kumbam, a round structure that weighs nearly 80 tons. Imagine 80 tons of stone lifted and placed at a height without cranes, machines, or modern technology. There's a popular belief that the builders created an inclined ramp stretching almost 6 kilometers and used elephants to roll the stone up to the top.
Whether it is true or not, this shows how advanced the Chola engineering was back then.
And the kumbam is placed in such a way that any time of the day the shadow of kumbam never falls on the ground. The entire temple was built without cement, lime, or mortar. Every block of granite is perfectly interlocked, which is why structure has survived earthquakes, heat, and even 1,000 years of weather, still standing tall. And right there, facing the temple, is the massive Nandi, the sacred bull of Lord Shiva. It is carved out of single stone and weighs almost 25 tons. Can you imagine that? As a dancer, this one really gave me chills. The walls of the temple actually have carvings showing 108 karanas, or the classical dance poses from the Natya Shastra. It is like the whole temple is silently performing Bharatnatyam through its sculptures. Inside the temple, there are Tamil inscriptions that record details about the Chol kingdom, from the names of the artists and dancers who performed here to how much gold and rice were donated. It's like an ancient database carved in a stone. And even after more than 1,000 years, the temple is still active. Daily pujas, rituals, and festivals continue here just like they did during the Chola period. It is amazing how alive tradition still feels here. And that's where our journey at the magnificent Brihadishwara temple ends. This 1,000-year-old marvel isn't just a temple, it's living history and architectural wonder that still inspires awe today. If you ever find yourself in Thanjavur, take a moment to stand before this temple and feel the calm, grandeur, and devotion built in it.
So this is Maisha signing off. Nandri Vanakkam.